What's up, my naked ninja squad? It's the Moonlight Ninja here, and today I'm going to be making my wish list for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero DLC. So far, the only DLC I know is coming, 100%, is the Gammas from Superhero, Glorio and Mini Vegeta from Daima. So I'm not going to include them in my list, since they are already confirmed. This list is going to be a sizable one, and there is 3 reasons for that. Reason 1 is the Tenkaichi series has been known for having a large amount of characters, and yes, even though Sparking Zero does have a lot of characters, I think it could be even bigger. Reason 2 is for a long lifespan. Let's take Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 into example. The game is still going pretty strong, and that is due to its continuation of DLC over the years. There are many more characters that can still be added, and with the more DLC we receive, the longer the game will last. And reason 3 is because I wanted to include characters from multiple Dragon Ball continuities, and there is quite a few of them, ranging from the well-known sources to the more obscure ones. So let's get started with this list. If a character appears in one section of the list, I won't include them in another section, unless of course it's a variant and is different from the one in the previous section. As we know, Sparking Zero is meant to be a successor to the Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi series. However, some of the characters from the last game, Tenkaichi 3, met the chopping block and never returned. I think the first set of DLC we should get before any other characters on my list is the return of these missing characters. Only then will the game feel truly complete, and everything else will just be an added bonus. These characters in no particular order are Kid Chi-Chi, Nam, Android 8, Raleigh, Supreme Kai, Kibito Kai, Great Saiyaman 2, Grandpa Gohan, Pikkon, Apul, Nova Shenron, the Pilaf Machine, the Pilaf Machine Combined Machine, Salza, Fasha, King Vegeta, Great Ape Raditz, Great Ape Nappa, Great Ape Turles, Great Ape Bardock, Great Ape Fasha, Great Ape King Vegeta, Tao Pai Pai, Cyborg Tao, Garlic Jr. Base Form, General Blue, Super Android 17, Zangya, Tambourine, King Piccolo, and Devilman. Next, I wish to add the Raging Blast characters. Although Raging Blast was not part of the Tenkaichi series, the gameplay was very similar, as if it was one. So the characters I'd like to add from this game are Nez, Dor, Super Saiyan 3 Broly, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Android 14, Android 15, Hachiak, and Table. Next is the character from Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. The character Bonu. She is the same race as Jace, and is actually a member of the Ginyu Force that a lot of people don't seem to know about. There's also Watermelon. I wouldn't mind adding him, I guess. I don't know how much of a good fighter he would be, but you know, it's a Kakarot character. Let's add him in. Next, I want to go into Dragon Ball Fighters to add the popular character Android 21. However, I would like to add her 2 other transformations. So we will start with the base lab coat, move on to the pink margin Android 21, and then the evil purple Android 21. A lot of people seem to forget about her purple form, but I haven't. So, the Dragon Ball Budokai series has a lot of what-if characters, And, you know, it'd be cool to bring them back as well. So we have Cell Krillin absorbed, Boo Piccolo absorbed, Boo Freezer absorbed, Boo Cell absorbed, Boo Vegeta absorbed, Boo Yamcha absorbed, Boo Tien absorbed. Then we also have Gercule, Tientia, Quiza, first and final form. Let's move on. From Dragon Ball Legends, I'd like to add the two twins, Charlotte and Giblet. Because who could forget these two? People say, oh, but their story isn't done yet. But honestly, who needs to have a complete story to add characters? They're just adding fighters, not a story. Although a story DLC would be cool, but we will get into that later, maybe in another video. But I'd like to also include these characters' transformations as well. Now, Xenoverse has some characters that we don't see at Sparking Zero, so let's go over them. However, I won't be including characters I have already included in my list prior. The characters we have are Supreme Kai Time, Vados, Champa, Toa, Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3 Bardock, Ice Shenron, Mira and his other forms, Demigra along with his other forms, as well as Orange Piccolo, Beast Gohan, Cell Max, GT Vegeta along with his Super Saiyan transformations, GT Trunks, Super Videl, Super Gohan, Fugue, Jaco, Vegeta Blue Evolved, and Raspberry. Orange Piccolo, Beast, Gohan, Cell, they're probably going to be added anyway. I can see that happening, but you know, thought I'd just better include them in the list, just in case. Now, there's a lot of fusion characters in Dragon Ball Fusions, way too many, so I narrowed it down to the most important fusions of the game. First we have EX Gogeta, and this is to show that Dragon Ball Fusions has another way of fusing added to it, outside of the dance of the Pataras. The next character is Karoli, as he is the character shown on the Dragon Ball Fusions games box art cover, making him somewhat the mascot. From here, I would also include Whirus, as he seems to be a fan favorite, then Makashin Fusion, which is the game's 5-way fusion character, also known as the Ultimate Fusion. There are many versions of this fusion based on races, but I figured each one of those forms could just be considered a costume instead of a complete character. Now, I believe adding hero characters is the one to keep the game going for a long time, as there are many characters they could add. My top picks would be Finn and his many transformations, Kumba, Magikabaran, Hearts, Xenogenemba, and Cell X as my top characters to pick. But there are many more characters they could add, such as, and excuse my pronunciation, as Heroes has only ever been in Japan, so I'll probably say some of the characters wrong, but there is Kamen, Orin, the fusion of Kami-Orin, Kami-Orin infected forms of Kale, Khalifa, and Vegeta, Lags, Eros, Dr. W, Gravy, Majin Ozoto, Putin, Robaloo, Salza, Shroom, Vidro, the Warrior in Black, all the Xeno versions of characters, and don't forget there are many other forms of characters like Super Saiyan 3 Raditz, Super Saiyan 3 Goku Black, Super Saiyan God Trunks, Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, Super Saiyan 4 Bardock, Super Saiyan 4 Broly, and the weird evil Turles with the long hair. There's just so much from Heroes that they could add. I've probably missed quite a lot, but that's how much longevity this game could have. Also, let's not forget our classic Dragon Ball characters that we could add, such as King Champa, Drum, Symbol, Major Metallotron, Colonel Silver, Staff Officer Black Machine, Launch, Hero, Young Chi-Chi, the one from the tournament, not to be confused with the normal and the kid Chi-Chi, Junior, Piccolo with the giant form, and let's say, I don't know, Lucifer. Some characters from Z who were never included in this game I'd like to see, starting with the Saiyans, are Scarface, Shorty, Tora, Shigesh, Borgos. Moving on to the Bojack crew, Koga, Bido, Bujin. Then there's the Bubbly group, Yakon, Poi Poi, the Spice Gang from, God Jr.'s Spice little minions. Then there's Lord Slug's minions, along with Turles' crew. And just some extras I'd like to see is Kami, Mr. Popo, Olibu, Kabito, Abo, Kato, the Fusion Avocado, Lord Chilled, King Kai, Bio Broly, and Hirudegan's first form, just to name a few. Some of the characters from Super I wouldn't mind seeing who are not from the manga but are in the anime. Some tournament power characters I'd like to see, such as Basil, Lavender, Sorel, Shimizu, Negrassi, Katopesara, Ganos, Obin, Magetta, Bertamo, Sanal, Pilin, Casero? Sorry for my pronunciation of some of these characters, and there's some other characters I'd like to see. Like Barry Khan, though, and his other transformations. You know, the guy that wants to fight Great Saiyan Man. I'd also like to see Tagama, Beats, Paragus, Slim Boo, Gine, Duplicated Grill, Duplicated Vegeta, and don't forget Teen Goten and Trunks. There's a few manga characters I would like to add, but I think my top more popular characters are Miras, the Grand Supreme Kai, Ultra Ego Vegeta, Moro 7-3, Moro 7-3 Fusion, Granola, the Heaters, Gas, Black Frieza, and Super Saiyan Goku Black. GT has a bunch of characters they could add as well, such as Legic, Lord Lude, both his forms, Machi Machi, the default baby with his other forms, Bola, General Rildo, Dr. Mew, Nova Shenron's first form, the one before he turns to the golden one, Goku Jr., really want to see Goku Jr., Vegeta Jr., and the other Shadow Dragons, of course, the Parapara brothers, just to name a few. So it would be cool to have some more GT characters, like GT Goten. Why have we not got GT Goten? Obscure characters that I would also like to see is Crualian. I don't know much about him, but here is what he looks like. Soba, and Super Saiyan God Broly from the 4D movie. I also wanted to add some characters from Dragon Ball Online, like Android 19000, but this list is getting pretty long, and I'm getting tired, so I'll move on to the last section. At the end of it all, I'd like to add some guest characters. Since Arali herself is somewhat a guest character, I figured we could add some others. First is the Akira bot, a reference to our dearly departed Akira Toriyama. the original creator of Dragon Ball. Next is Beelzebub from Zenlands, another work from Akira Toriyama's. There is also Onion and Nekomajin from the Nekomajin series, also done by Akira Toriyama. And lastly, Zycor. Although Zycor is a fan-made character from Dragon Ball AF, he is in fact a character made from Toyble, who is also known as Toritaro, the successor to Akira Toriyama, and the guy who is now working on the Dragon Ball Super manga. So I think having a guest character from his original work would be pretty cool. And that's why I'm saying it's a guest character, because it's not officially from the Dragon Ball series, even though it is a Dragon Ball fan manga. I think it still would be cool to have him, since I'd call him half official, because he's not an official character, but he is a character made by Toritaro. But yeah, there are just so many characters I'd like to see from all of Dragon Ball's history. And even though right now they only really include characters from the anime, I think going forward that can be expanded upon into other sections. Anyway, thank you all for listening. Till next time, this is the Moonlight Ninja, signing out.
Hey there, this is Kyle Hebert, the voice of the narrator from Dragon Ball Z. Also, Gohan, fight you? No, I want to kill you. And on My Hero Academia, I'm Fat Gum. Who wants candy? And on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stardust Crusaders, Kakyoin. No one can just deflect the Emerald Splash. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to Moonlight Ninja